Alright, so welcome to Eximius Seize the Frontline. This is a review copy for an early access game at the moment, and it's got the bizarre designation as FPS RTS. And what that basically means is it's very similar to, CNC Renegade or Battlezone or other games that basically try to delve into, a real-time strategy, first-person shooter type of concept. Now, note that this game is, it's very, very, how can I put this? Rough. And, there's basically some, glitches and stuff. Like, going through a tutorial, for example, I can't even get through a tutorial. Basically, it glitches out when I basically try to get to a certain section of it. But, well, whatever. Let's just jump into offline skirmish mode. And I'm basically going to try and show off what this game's basically all about for you guys. At the moment, there's basically 3 different maps you're basically going to. Downtown, Express, or Central. Let's go to Downtown here. Loading, of course, Gotta wait for loading. Alright, so basically the idea for this game is that there's 5 players against 5 players in sort of PvP action. But on top of that, there's an RTS element where one of these players is basically a commander. And his job is basically to build a base and build an army to follow your other guys around. So basically, it's got it tries to be an FPS with RTS elements to it. And if you don't want to be an FPS, a RTS type of character, you don't have to be. Basically, if you don't, then you can just be a straight up officer who basically has guys following you and stuff like that. Okay, let's just get this underway.
Go ahead, Commander. Reporting in.
We'll get these guys to head up in this direction over here. We'll get an engineer built right from here right away.
Reporting in.
I want you guys to get over here, so get over here, please.
Engineers reporting. Will do.
Basically, there's also command points and other stuff around the map. The little flags mean victory points, which basically you need to hold. It's basically a point holding type of game. So if you play Battlefield 2, it's basically similar to that.
Reporting from the front line.
The idea is that basically you want to control these points, and the more of these parts of the map you get controlled, the more you basically own the win. Right now, my officers are charging up here, which is fine.
Engineers reporting.
I think what we're going to do up here, we're just going to build a turret to, defend up here.
Alright, let's get it built.
Reporting in. Move and shoot.
Send these guys over here. We got another engineer. Now, the little red dots means there's basically enemies controlling those points right now. And the green dots are where my officers are or where the enemies are.
Engineers reporting. Coordinates received.
Be advised, an officer has fallen to the enemy.
Get to work capturing that, please. I'll note that engineers are the only thing that can capture points besides your officers here.
Engineers reporting. Coordinates received.
And each of these points are basically all about
A squad lead has been KIA.
Engineers reporting.
Giving resources and stuff like that. Here's a defensive structure to help me defend this location right here, which is fine.
HQ reports our structures are under enemy fire.
Apparently someone's over here trying to guard this location, but whatever, that's fine.
Reporting. Received. We're moving.
Look at these guys capturing that if possible.
The enemy is at our base. Our structures are taking damage.
So yeah, basically I got this turret over here in this victory point. Basically, if you control the victory points, the enemy's team, will basically start losing their points. Points they obviously need to win.
The enemy is at our base. Our structures are taking damage.
Engineers reporting.
Let's get ourselves a turret right here. Now you need like, different resources for all this stuff, so if you don't have them, it's a little bit difficult to do stuff, but whatever. Now, it's possible to get these guys to do stuff for you, but
The enemy is at our base. Our structures are taking damage.
honestly, if like these are like players, then like, you'd have to like, make them, you have to like tell them what to do, but, way to do it was would do your thing, right?
Will do. Will do.
Capture that.
Go ahead, Commander. Loud and clear.
A squad lead has been KIA.
Now luckily this turret's gonna be helping like to defend stuff, so we just kill ourselves that like, enemy officer right there. Now it's a little bit slow being a commander because basically I'm having to like, do multiple things here.
Be advised, an officer has fallen to the enemy.
And yeah, these things go like from enemy to neutral to your side. That's basically how they work.
Reporting.
Reporting in.
I need to get myself another turret here, so we can leave this location alone.
Our base is taking damage.
Reporting in. Move and shoot.
Now, basically everything in this game, it costs like resources to like to do and stuff. You basically need like power to like, build stuff. You need like money to build stuff. And depending on what you're basically after, it'll be like hard to do stuff, so let's get this stuff. And there's like battle systems and stuff for your guys if you want, which basically improve like your officers. Now, from like the standpoint, this looks like a very basic RTS, but like when you factor in, it's also got like the FPS element to it. It makes it a little bit more like distinct.
Engineers, report. Right.
And I can build a power plant that I can use to generate energy, so let's do that right now.
An
All right,
allied
securing
officer
area
has
for
fallen.
Field deployment.
I'm still learning this game, by the way, so there's still like stuff to it that I've got to
A squad lead has been KIA.
keep in mind.
An allied officer has fallen.
All right,
Let's
let's
build
get
a power
it
plant
done.
right there.
All right, let's get it built.
Just gonna build a bunch of these power plants right here.
Looks like a good spot. Coordinates received. Incoming flares. Structure drone. Securing the area. Field.
Our base is taking damage.
Now you can also see like the enemies and stuff as well, so there's that having to know as well.
Be advised, an officer has fallen to the enemy. The enemy is at our base. Our structures are taking damage.
Someone took that point again, but whatever.
Engineers reporting. Coordinates received.
Yeah, ultimately I want to like build like barracks and like the armor logistics field, so you can see like that stuff and all that, but whatever. There's some power to help me get some like stuff going on line a little bit faster.
All right, securing area for field deployment.
Do that right there. It reminds me of like StarCraft in many ways, like how they like to have like the setup for like building stuff.
Be advised, an officer has fallen to the enemy.
I don't know if like the AI is very smart in this game, but I'll note that basically the idea is like they're trying to hold points and we are as well. And whoever like holds like those points basically causes the other side to lose their their reputation and such. or, you know, supply reinforcements.
Engineers reporting. Engineers reporting. Engineers reporting. Engineers reporting. Will do.
Let's get these guys up here. Barracks can use the train stuff, so basically can get, like, you know, a bunch of Marines, field support, direct fire support guys. There's like waypoint for his stuff. Now, obviously, this would be a lot different in actual multiplayer because basically, you know, you probably have to like be helping to fight or do stuff like that.
Fire team reporting in, sir. Head down, eyes forward.
Here's our weapons crew. Basically, this guy's, I think, gets deployed, so yeah, you deploy him and then like he's
Go ahead, Commander.
there to help you out.
A squad lead has been KIA.
Received. We're moving.
Look at these guys up here, so I can get over here. While they're doing that, let's get ourselves another engineer so we can build like the armored vehicles and stuff.
Reporting in.
A
Engineers
squad lead
report.
has
All
been
right.
KIA.
You're going to capture that for us.
HQ reports our structures are under enemy fire.
I'm trying to run through a lot of firepower right there.
Reporting from the front line. Affirmative.
Want these guys to get up over here, so let's do that. Let's get that guy to deploy right there.
Squad reporting in.
Whoops. Don't know why that guy's back here, but okay.
Reporting in. Where do you need us? Alright, looks like a good spot. Fire team. Reporting, sir.
So here's like the enemy base up here. They got like a barracks and our stuff over here, as well as like, you know, the command center. I think if you take out the command center, that's like an instant
Allied
win.
officer has fallen.
But also, like, the command center is really, really powerful, so you don't want to, you know, mess with it too much.
Be advised, an officer has fallen to the enemy.
Engineers
The enemy
reporting.
is at our base. Our
Engineers
structures are taking
reporting.
damage.
Now, it might be a very limited space to build up your stuff, but whatever.
All right.
Let's build that right there.
Engineers reporting. Will do. Engineers reporting. Will do. All right.
Be advised, an officer has fallen to the enemy.
Got this guy building an army right next to the control point here, but whatever. That's now dead.
The enemy is at our base. Our structures are taking damage.
So these guys can set up like a, you know, a minigun or heavy, you know, weapon to do stuff with. You have yourself armored infantry vehicles as well as battle tanks. Let's show off the battle tank first so I can show off what it's all about.
Engineers reporting. Coordinates received.
There's an engineer over there.
Reporting in, Commander. Okay, let's roll.
Oop. Let's get this battle tank to...
Time to smash some hostiles.
An allied officer has fallen.
Alright, so the thing about the battle tanks, it has to take,
An
very,
allied officer has fallen.
it can't go through infantry cover or stuff like that, so basically, it has to go around long routes and stuff. So that's what it has to do.
A squad lead has been KIA.
Now, I assume, in the future, it might be, more stuff added for, different, units you can command and, stuff like that. But it just seems, very, limited to what it is. And that's the thing about this game right now. It's currently in early access, so there's probably stuff that's a little bit lacking for it.
Engineers reporting. Will do. All right.
I wonder what the supply center is all about.
Engineers reporting.
IFV ready to go. Let's go. The front line's up for a drive-by. Go, go. Drive.
There's my tank.
M33 tank here. We hear you.
So yeah, the tank's being a tank, so it's doing its thing.
Let's go. Let's stop.
Now, there's anti-vehicle weapons in this game, but for the most part right now,
A squad lead has been KIA. Be advised, an officer has fallen to the enemy. IFV reporting. Got it.
get this guy to come out of his cell as well. This can transfer units across the field, and of course this guy's able to deal with our target.
Reporting in, Commander.
Be advised, an officer has fallen to the enemy.
Armor in the field. Go. The front lines are.
There's the front line right here, so let's get these guys going.
Been KIA.
Heavy armor. Get the head gunner. We're moving.
Basically, we hold this, they can't do anything, right? The enemy, so we'll hold it. Now, as you can see, these guys using small arm fire is not really going to hurt these guys too much, but whatever.
IFV ready to go. Reporting in, Commander.
Smash some hostiles. Time to smash some hostiles.
There's their armor logistics that they wanted, I guess.
Rolling in. IFV ready to go. Try to get us there.
See, I feel like defeat the command center itself, then you obviously win the game right away, but
M33 tank here. Let's go here. We're unstoppable. Armor in the field. IFV
For a
reporting.
drive-by. Got it.
Reporting in, Commander. We're moving.
cool, you can have a machine gun these guys.
Be advised, an officer has fallen to the enemy.
Probably won't see me kill that thing, but you get to see what the attacking the enemy base is like.
GSF Armor Division. Standing by.
Now you need to have probably the upgrades from this thing right here. Or right there to upgrade your guys, so that's something to note, but whatever.
An allied officer has fallen.
Heavy armor here.
Cool, you can tell this guy to reverse if you want.
Time to smash some hostiles.
Really want this guy going after this thing, so let's make him do that. I might be able to kill that if it goes that much damage. Well, there goes my infantry fighting vehicle, but whatever. This thing's dead. So yeah, if you basically kill their, like, you know, headquarters, they die right away. Now, before I basically leave for, like, this video, I'm just going to jump into the tutorial, because you can basically see a little bit about what it's like to, like, use, like, your guys, in, like, first person, basically. There's, like, you know, it'll basically bug out at a certain point, but I won't get to that point, basically, is the thing, so that's fine. Yeah, basically WSD to move, look, and all that stuff. We'll skip by this stuff here. Basically, got a weapon. It's like, you know, it's got a tactical aim type of thing. You don't have like a crosshair in the middle or anything like that. You do have like little crosshairs that tell if you hit those stuff. So it's basically very similar to like, you know, modern games and stuff like that. We'll breeze through this easily enough. Yeah, I got like iron sights on the other pistols and stuff. Armor allows for additional weapon purchases, so if you're like in like, you know, an armory here, you can basically get stuff that you need. So if I want to get like a SATM for like, you know, missile launching stuff. Over here, let's get ourselves maybe a grenade launcher. For a secondary, I can get the GX-45. Here's some actual targets I get to fight, so... kill them off easily enough. Now it's a little bit clunky, like, you know, the gameplay, I'll know, in first person, because basically you don't have, like, you know, toggleable, like, you know, crouch, you have to hold it and stuff like that. You can't, like, change if you want to have it toggleable or not. But it works for most parts. I'll note that these guys have like hit points, by the way, so you basically have to reduce your hit points sort of like, you know, Renegade style, or CNC Renegade style. I'm just going to get ourselves our ammo back here. They're going to spawn our first vehicle. It's basically an infantry fighting vehicle, so I'll play with it carefully. Oh, I took too much damage there. And yeah, if you take too much damage in training, you have to restart, so we'll try to avoid that. Really what I should do is just, like, you know, use these things to kill off the infantry first and then go from there. Yeah, I can get like a little bit of like target kill analysis in like the tutorial here at least. Not sure if it's the same in the game, but it's nice. By the way, if you're too close to stuff, it won't let you fire the, you know, missile launcher. So it's not like blowing yourself up in this game. Here's some allied troops and stuff. We'll eliminate these guys and then I'll probably be done with the game itself for now. But this is a game I'm probably going to keep my eye on. There we go, got him. Then all these guys die horribly, but that's fine. Although there's other weapons you can use by in combat, so if you want to, there's like, you know, this rifle here, this shotgun. Shotgun's basically, you know, a shotgun. That's that thing. It's a cigar. Well, basically, like, you know, there's like different weapons you can use if you want to. And there is like a sniper rifle I think I remember using, but I can't seem to find it right now, so I guess whatever. Alright, so basically that's it for this game at this point. Hope you guys basically enjoyed the brief little preview of it. It's probably one to keep an eye on. It'll probably take a little bit to develop, I guess, because like there's probably a lot of elements for the developers to think about for this one. But other than that, it's a pretty, you know, worthwhile game by the looks of it right now. And for now, take care.